I didn't realize so many cars drove by until I saw the lights.
Brandon Curtis was in high school, only 18 years old, when his life was cut short after he was involved in a car accident. When Brandon was 16 and wanted to go for his driver's license, he asked his parents what it meant to become an organ donor. As they explained to him, he replied, "Well, if they can use my body parts after I die, then why not?" Because of Brandon's brave choice to become an organ donor, he went on to save lives. His heart went to a 66-year-old man, his right kidney went to a 9-year-old boy, his left kidney went to a 39-year-old woman, his liver went to a 29-year-old man, both of his lungs went to a 49-year-old man, his eyes now belong to a 44-year-old woman, and his bones were used in an operation to help a 15-year-old boy walk. Life is filled with unfortunate events, such as what happened to Brandon. But by becoming an organ donor, you can live on by helping others improve their lives. Just think, if something unexpected happened to you, wouldn't you want to go on and save lives? Or how would you feel if one day you found out you needed an organ transplant? Wouldn't you want to know that there's a better chance of getting one? Today I want to share with you the importance of organ donation, explaining the myths that might persuade you of not becoming an organ donor, and the steps you should consider when becoming an organ donor. According to organdonor.gov, 116,000 people are on the wait list for an organ transplant. That's enough to fill a large football stadium twice over. By becoming an organ donor, you can save up to 8 lives after you pass and enhance many lives through tissue donation. On average, 70% of people who've had a major transplant are living a healthy life after the procedure. By becoming an organ donor, you give a chance to lower the amount of people on the wait list. On average, 18 people die a day waiting for an organ transplant that never comes. Imagine the emotional suffering of these people, knowing there's a cure exists to their medical problems, but having to wait in line to receive them. You could help change this. It can be scary to think about what happens to your body after you die. Some may think if they become an organ donor, a doctor won't work hard enough to save their lives. In fact, when you go to the hospital for treatment, the doctor is focused on saving your life, not someone else's. A doctor is chosen due to your emergency you need and closely matches your particular emergency. They have nothing to do with transplants. In reality, there are 2 separate teams. One deals with your emergency, and the other will handle any transplant issues if needed. The transplant team can only proceed after all life-saving procedures have been used. Also, many believe organ and tissue donation means that the body will be mistreated, when in fact, donated organs are removed surgically. Donation doesn't change the way your body looks. Lastly, some people may believe that being an organ donor is forbidden from their religion. While this may depend on your interpretation, all major religions approve of organ donation and they think of it as an act of charity. Being an organ donor is a respectable act, and no one will question your life because you became one. It is very easy to become an organ donor, and there are only a few steps you should consider when becoming an organ donor. First, it's your choice to become an organ donor, so therefore you have to want to become an organ donor before anything else is considered. Sit down and think about it because it's your body and your organs. After you make the decision to become an organ donor, you should talk to your family. Tell them that it's important to you and you want them to support your decision. They will be the ones left after you die, and you want them to be comfortable and have a sense of knowing what your decision is. After you've done both of these steps, next time you go to renew your license, make sure you check off the organ donor box. No one has the choice of when you die, but you do have the choice of how you'll live on after you die. Brandon Curtis's family wishes he was alive every day, but knowing his organs helped others gives them happiness. I have given you the information about organ donation, so now it's your choice on how you want to live your life after you die. I want to leave you with a statement. Someone will be put on the waiting list every 10 minutes. So the time I've been standing up here talking to you, someone may have been put on that waiting list. Thank you.
Woo! Yay, Brandon! Yay, Brandon! Saved 8 lives.